Hey, what's up, everybody? Starting up the stream tonight. I've been working on my Adobe Lunch little side project. What it does is randomly suggests places for lunch around the Adobe campus in Austin. Where I left off, I was able to grab all the nearby places from Adobe all the places nearby Adobe directly from Foursquare's API. But this is just like basic top level information. I was able to randomly select one of those places, and now I want to be able to display more in-depth, detailed information. Talk about how expensive it is, what the ratings and reviews are like, maybe show a picture. So that's what I'm going to do in this little episode. So let's pop open the editor and documentation and get going. So here's the app where we left off. Starts out with nothing happening. When you click this button, it fetches one of the places from Foursquare's API. So let's see. Let's look up what we need to do. We're using the Places API, and I want to be able to get more information. Tips, hours, menus, links, get trending. Yeah, I think it's just get details of a venue is what we'll need. It's got a lot of good stuff here. Oh, a link to the menu. That's awesome. A price, a rating. Those are basically all we need. Oh, a URL to the venue's website. That's perfect. Cool. And it's just a get to venues/venue ID. Awesome. And I'm assuming I have this in the Postman collection as well. Yeah, PS. Foursquare actually has a Postman collection for all of their different API endpoints. So if you go to venues, again, I want to see if it's popular. Yeah, it is. Okay. If you go to venues, there's get details of a venue. Oh, interesting. Locale. So I have to type this in myself, I guess. Oh, that's a variable. I see. Well, that's cool. So here's the code. We'll probably be working in this foursquare.js file. This is kind of like my helper file to create API requests. Search. Okay. So I don't think I need this endpoint thing anymore because that's going to change. Same thing with this. Well, no, because I think I'm only doing venues. Okay. So I have this method for venue search. Now I'm going to come down here and implement venue details. So what do we essentially need to do? We need to recreate this. So first I'm going to kind of do the same thing I did here. Create this API variable that has the basic URL. And that'll get us through base and then group. Okay. So what group are we in here? We're still in the venues group. Venues/venue ID. Venue slash, okay. So we're going to start there. And that gets us all the way through to here. So now we need to add on the rest of this stuff. And these are all query params. So we'll define our params here. I need my client ID, my client secret, and the version, and that's it. And the only thing I'm passing in here is the venue ID. And this is not going to be optional. This parameter is going to be mandatory. So you can get venue details for a specific ID, and that's it. You have to have the ID. So just like above, our actual URL will be the API slash the ID that was passed in, then with a question mark and the rest of the query string after it. And I need to construct the query. There we go. Now I've got the URL. I can go ahead and use fetch to complete the actual HTTP request to that URL. It's a GET request. And now I'll retrieve the data back and return it. That should be it. So what have we got? Now we're going to take that venue details and import it somewhere. Okay, so I'm logging the venue when I get it. That should give me some kind of ID. Let's refresh. When I click, it'll give me a venue ID. Great, that's the first thing. So let's just log venue.id. Yeah, okay, we're getting it. So call it venue details is going to equal, oh, that's a bad name for it. Details. Let's import venue details from the Foursquare file we just made. And pass in the venue.id. And I kind of want to compare what the venue object has in it to what the venue details object has in it. I must not have put like a weight or something. Oh yeah. Yeah, so much more information. This one just says categories, ID, location, and a name. This gets everything we really need. Lots of good stuff in there. And so what do we want to actually hold in state? Probably the details. Let's check out our React components and search for what component is this? Index. I call it, yeah, index. Yeah, there we go. And so if I got it selected. Cool. Okay, now. There we go. Index has the actual thing. Okay, great. Data. Yeah, so I don't want to put this in details. I actually need the data.response. Let's log that out so we know exactly what we're getting. So we're looking at data right now. So this is data.response.venue. And I don't like mutating this really, but maybe I can just destructure right away. ID. Something like that. Now I can actually save this as venue and set venue as venue. And now whoa. Let's see. At venue.js 11. Let's just return a div for now and don't worry about it. Sweet, so it looks like we're logging out the right thing. We got 2 logs right now. Let's get rid of the one in index. And then start working inside of venue, how we display it. So what do we need right here? We're gonna need, we got the name. Actually, I might need Foursquare docs again. So I'm trying to understand right now the formatting of the price in object. Ah. Containing the price tier from 1 to 4. Okay. So you got the name, the price, and the, what's it called? Rating? What is it? Special tips. I thought there was a rating here. Rating. Not all venues will have a rating. Man, even Perry's doesn't have a rating. Okay, there we go. So name, rating, price. Price is the object, so we can do everything else. Okay, Freebirds, BJ's, Craftwork. All right, cool. Never even like been to Foursquare.com, so I just want to like try to search. Oh, it's just the app. Yeah, okay, there we go. So let's look for Perry's in the domain. This doesn't have a rating. Yeah, so it's just left blank. Okay. Good to know. So let's try to do this. Let's try to get the number of dollar signs printed out. So I think that's price.currency, which is a dollar sign. We multiply that by the number of tiers. Not a number, okay. Let's see. Let's see. String, repeat, character, and times. Cool. There you go. String, prototype, repeat. That's awesome. Sweet. Can't read property currency of undefined. Wow. Well, then how about instead of price.currency.repeat, we'll do like that'll be cool. The money emoji. Ah, sick. Can't read property tier of undefined. You're telling me this doesn't even have a price tier? Doesn't even have a price. Okay. So we're gonna have to do some special things for all this stuff. To just case it out. I mean, you would suppose it has to have a name. Okay, URL. Yeah, and I'm just trying to find a place that has a URL that I could kind of see how they lay it out. Taco Deli. Okay. Okay, so you can do a bunch of stuff. Where's it say menu? There you go, menu. I definitely need to be logging this venue every time so I can see what's coming back. Okay, cool. It's got external link. That's great. Okay. So now it's like, how much information do I want to display about this? Oh, cool. They give it a color. Rating color. Cool. It's a different color than that, though. Okay, let's throw up a photo. And I think it's just bestphoto.prefix plus bestphoto.suffix. And I think I'll just put the name as the alt tag. Okay, that's weird. So best photo has a prefix and a suffix. Oh. So is it just because of this double slash that's having a problem? Hmm. Specified key does not exist. That's weird. Then I don't know how to access this photo. Best photo. It has an ID, prefix, and a suffix. To assemble a photo URL. Oh. Let's just do original. Oh shit. Shit, son, that's big. That's a little big. Let's go 300 by 300. Even like here, I think. Yeah, they're pretty small. 200 by 200. Wow. Okay, we have the image. What other nice data can we get out of here? Hmm. All right, let's yeah, how much crap do we want to put on here? I need to understand the difference between these two menus. Oh. Okay. Maybe we just go mobile. Because this is mobile's kind of the target that we're looking at. Reason short URL. Is that short URL go to the Foursquare page? Yeah. URL goes to the place. So let's grab the URL. I think this is all going to come down to like all going to come down to like what, like how much information we want to put. Okay. So we got the image, we got the name of the URL. Let's just start pulling out all the data we care about. Let's pull out contact. Let's put that down here. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? We're gonna put the phone number, contact dot formatted phone. Great. Probably Facebook username and Twitter. So this Facebook username is going to be appended after facebook.com, I believe. All right, Facebook username. This is contact.facebook username. And what else? Oh, Twitter, right. Facebook. Okay, sweet. Twitter. Ooh, McDonald's. Ooh, Burger King. Okay. Okay. What else? Oh, some of them at Instagram. Ew. These pictures are the worst. I think it's just what happens when you're doing crowdsourced stuff. Reasons. Okay, what else am I looking for here? Hours. We need hours. Is open maybe? I don't know. So let's pull out hours from here. And we'll grab that status. Because I don't think we need to go into like details and all the days. People want to know like right now, is it open? And maybe I use menu like mobile URL. Oh, okay. This is weird. Oh yeah, let's get the location, obviously. Formatted address. Location formatted address 0 and 1. So do location dot formatted address, and I'll just hard code this as 0 and 1. Ugh. Cool. I'll have to figure out how to do that. Link. Okay. Yeah, let's just go ahead and make that now. So this will just say directions, maps.google.com. And so what is its latitude and longitude? Location.lat, location.latlng. Yeah, it's a little off. That's definitely glorious. Okay, cool. Let's see, maybe there's like a way to do this. Maps URLs, there you go. Okay. Yeah. So right now, let's just bring up a map. So when we do this, I mean, let's actually, okay, so what I was reading was just saying you can search by latitude or longitude, but if you do that, you you might just get a pin and no other information. Like this. So let's go ahead and try this. The query is going to be location.lat, comma, location.lng. Yeah. So then what if, let's do 2. It said it must be URL escaped. So JavaScript URL escape. So I think it's encode URI component. I'm not totally sure the difference there. We'll just give it the name then. All right, what's the problem here? Oh, because I didn't duplicate the A tag. Oh, this is horrendous. Okay. Fixed it. Yeah. Yeah, so let's definitely go by name. That's going to be way better. Okay, we got all the socials. What else? Kind of create a description. And maybe we don't want a description. Some of those are going to suck. Okay. Okay. I think that might be it, except for the menu. Okay, let's just use menu.mobile URL. No, menu.url for now. See, that takes you to Foursquare. Ugh. Can't read status of undefined. Does it even have an hours? No. Can't again also Foursquare menu. Can't read property URL if undefined. Well, the name always has to be there. I think this one is because of the menu. There you go. Yeah, now Summermoon doesn't have a website. It shows up as an A tag with nothing. Okay, cool. Okay. Oh, you know what I might want to do? Like the categories. Short name. Categories.map category. And we are going to return a span of I don't know, let's just make it a P for now, who cares? No, span is probably right. Maybe category dot short name. What the shit is trace events? What did I do that's... Oh. Stupid auto import. Yeah, let's just make those P's instead of spans. It's gonna throw me off looking at this right now. It's a good key. Oh, probably index, honestly. Categories. Oh no, ID. Okay, cool. We're getting somewhere, you guys. I like it. Okay. So let's see. Hmm. Just looking for other kind of information I might want to put. I don't need all this social media feed crap. Basically, this is top bar. Oh, I wonder. Okay. Yeah, so I think this is a good time to like maybe start filing some issues and some to-dos. So I think it's all the data that we need. I just want to view this side by side. We've got a picture, the restaurant name, Latin American. We've got the categories. We've got price range. We've got its rating, its address. Hmm. Okay, what are the pieces of information? I like this parent thing, the domain. I need to explore that a little bit. We got all that, we got all that, we got all that, we got all that. Okay. Um, let's check this parent thing, the domain. How do you know then, like, what's inside of it? Foursquare parent. There's like developers. Thank you. If this is the primary category for parent venue object, I don't know what that means. Hmm. I don't know. So let's like kind of commit this. It's kind of crap, but like we have stuff on a page and we can start designing out the page, organizing, and then like adding features like what do we want to do? I know I want to improve the directions to be able to actually give you directions from like where you are. I know I want to improve the little rating thing and all sorts of stuff. So it's a good place to stop. Try to review what we did a little bit. We filled out the venue details method. Actually, the first thing I want to do is abstract this query thing into my utils folder. Let's call it like query params. And this is going to take an object called params. And that's all it's going to do. So now we've abstracted this, and I can export it here, query params out of utils, and now Foursquare can use this. Ugh. Cool. Okay. Yeah, so back to reviewing changes. So very first thing we did, so now we created this query params method in utils that will take an object and convert it into a set of query parameters separated by that ampersand. Then we use that query parameters method to help fill out venue details, which based on an ID, a required ID, will grab details of the randomly selected venue. Now in our index page on click, not only do we pull information from, not only do we search for multiple venues nearby, we grab additional information about the randomly selected one. And then finally, I just grabbed a bunch of data from this and just popped it in. Just jammed it onto the page, honestly. And most everything is just hard coded. Like if it exists, put it there. If it doesn't, don't. Cool. So not, obviously like MVP type stuff here, but it's on the page. Query params function, get venue details, display venue details. Now let's open up Netlify. Maybe one day. Okay, there we go. And we should be deploying. Okay, cool. It's building right now. Okay, site is supposedly live. Just want to refresh so I know that. Uh-oh. Okay, cool. Okay, great. Seems to be working. All right, so let's open up GitHub for this. And maybe make a couple like issues. Yeah. So, things we really need to do. Issues. Fix my labels. So I'm going to copy these in from another repository that I have here. So I have a bug. I have an enhance. I've got something called explore for like if I really don't know how to do it. And then I've got something called to do. Like I know it needs to get done. And I just need to keep track of it. Then I can delete all the rest of these. This is how I track issues on all my repositories. I'm actually working on a way to like manage labels across all of my repos, because right now GitHub's label manager kind of sucks. Like there's no way to see like all your labels or apply them to multiple repositories. So I just wanted to make like a short little tool that does kind of that. That might be next project. I got like halfway through it and then stopped. Okay, so let's make some new issues. What do we need to be better about this? So I mean, obviously layout. That's just a to-do. One thing I would like to do is like improve the rating thing. I kind of like how Foursquare does it. It lists at like that 8.8 out of 10. There's a couple different ways I'm thinking of doing it, but yeah, so I'll make a new one called like rating badge. Sure. And then I want to call this the price meter. We need an indicator of like one doesn't mean anything. One out of how many? Just like the rating, 8.8 out of how many. We need to find a way to like indicate, hey, that this is 10 is the maximum rating and you're doing well to that. Same thing with price. Maybe like a link to call. Right? Like if you're on mobile, you can actually use that number to call, I believe. Maybe I'll try to find that out. I don't really know what's up with that. That's going to be an explore. Whoops, and I forgot to add to-dos to these other ones. Price meter, rating badge. Those are both just to-dos. Okay. Let's see. You need the social icons. And that's just a to-do. And then we want to improve the directions. Directions from current location. Yeah. So one of the last things I'm thinking is kind of like they need a way to like reselect, right? Like a good thumbs up or thumbs down. Um, I guess I need like an initial state. Yeah, so the way I'm viewing this is like when you land on the page, there's nothing, and it should kind of like have, a lot of things use like an illustration or something in the center of a page. It just says, hey, like you haven't done anything yet. Um, I think I want that. I think I want an action to initiate the retrieval of data rather than like you just land on the page and it has a suggestion. And then I'm thinking like I want to be able to like track history to see like, hey, what are the most popular places or the places that are chosen most often? So the users need to like some way to tell me like I approve this one. That's like definitely an investigate. That one's like accept or reject suggested venue. That's an explore. And then another like real expiration is like track the accepted venues. And maybe here you could like sort by popularity, you know? Or maybe like suggest popular venues. Because right, you would know like what things get picked the most. So like maybe on that first screen, it'd be like, hey, you haven't generated a random choice, but here are some good options. And I think we could track in maybe something like Airtable. Or Firebase. I think it's Firestore. Never used Airtable before, so it might be neat to like try a new technology for this. That's definitely an explore. So I think one thing that's like pretty, I would assume pretty low hanging fruit is going to be this ratings thing. So let's just try to code that up now. We'll probably make a new component called like, oh no, this would be like price.js. We'll create the React component. And what did Foursquare say about price? Least to most pricey, 1 to 4. So it'll take in tier. And it's required. And let's see, how do we do it now on that page? Or venue. There it is. Okay. And we'll give it the tier, which is the price.tier. Okay. So essentially, it's going to be this. That should work exactly as before. Got to load up 8,000. What? Yeah, I should be passing in price.tier. You kidding me? So it's 2 there. Oh, I'm an idiot. This is props. So I have to destructure. I think I've made that mistake twice. Okay. So out of 4, and these are going to be spans. And this whole thing is going to be wrapped in a div. So if it's in tier 1, it'll print out one of these. And the idea is that's going to be full opacity. The second one is going to be at a lesser opacity. So there's 4 total, and we're just going to drop the opacity on that. So this, we're going to say like, grab style components. We will say const what's it called when you like lay something on the background? Like maybe we'll call like placeholder. I don't know. Oh my God, that's so dumb. Naming things is hard. And we'll make it a styled span. And we're just gonna say opacity is like 0.2. And this span will now be the placeholder. Hey, that looks fucking dope. And that was easy. Love it. Love it. And I think just to be a bit more consistent, I'll stick that in a P. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, that's so dope. I love that. I'm down to commit it. That's great. So what issue is this? Price meter number 3. Let's just double check the code. Here's the price meter. You know, I can abstract this logic and put it into price. To say something like, oh no, because yeah, I can't. No, never mind. I was thinking I should do better at explaining myself. Totally hit my mic there. If I passed in the price instead of the tier, yeah, actually, let's do this. Let's call this the price meter. And we'll pass in the price. And let's say for some wild reason, if price like is doesn't exist, we're gonna rename this to price meter. It accepts price, which is an object, and it's required. So basically, if not price, we'll just return null. Otherwise, keep going. Then we can destructure tier from price, then return all the goodness that we need. Sweet, yeah. That's like way better. So let's just run through a couple of these just to make sure. Get some console logs. Oh my god, it's so dope. Oh. Okay, so then let's not make it required. Cyclone and Nias doesn't have a price. I'll be on the lookout for that. I just passed it too. Okay, that one doesn't have a price and it doesn't show up. Great. Good refactor. So I'm gonna say price meter component closes number 3. And let's make a milestone here. And let's call it like MVP. I need a good emoji for that. Minimum viable product needs to be like a shed, like something junky. Ooh, I like the seedling. That could be good. Or the gold medal. I think any one of these will work. I don't know. I don't like the celebration thing. I like the sprout. That's pretty cool. Create milestone. Minimum viable product. Right? Isn't that how I do bradgarropy.com releases? With the 2 milestones. Yeah. With emojis. Yeah. Love it. Look at that. Okay, well, this price meter was part of MVP. What else is part of MVP? Yeah, all the to-dos essentially. Okay, sweet. I think this is a great stopping point for tonight. I suppose I should have posted in Netlify. Let's check the deploys. Yep. Okay, great. Well, guys, that's going to be it for tonight. Thanks for staying up late with me, hanging out and coding. This little project is kind of coming along. Got data on the screen. Next up, just making it look nicer, tidying it up, and making all the hyperlinks that much more functional. So thanks for sticking with me. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.